Hello everyone, welcome to Kazakh tutorial. Today we are gonna learn plural forms in Kazakh, so let's get started. In English, possession is expressed by means of the possessive pronouns. For example, my book, his family, our teacher. In Kazakh, it is expressed by adding possessive endings to the noun. Example, Akim, my father. Shishimiz, our mother. Balası, his or her child. Kazakh personal pronouns that corresponds to English my, his, your, that are expressed by adding genitive cases to the pronouns are often omitted, since the possession can be expressed by nouns with possessive endings. But if you are not familiar with Kazakh pronouns, we will make a separate video on pronouns soon. In Kazakh, each person forms has three variants, one with the single consonants and the other two with front or back vowels. For instance, the first person singular endings has three variants, such as m, and The usage rules are very simple. If a word ended in a vowel, you use the consonant variant. If a word ended in a consonant, you either use the suffix started with the back vowel or front vowel. Selecting front or back vowel is dependent on the last syllable of the given word. For example, Ajim, my grandmother. Miktebim, my school. Avulum, my village. The possessive endings are summarized in the following table. The first person singular endings are m, and After a vowel closure stem, you add a m. After a consonant closure stem, you add either or Likewise, second person singular informal endings are ng, and The single consonant form ng comes after vowel stem endings. Or comes after consonant endings. The second person formal form is yielded by simply adding us or is to their corresponding informal forms. The third person singular forms are s, and After the vowel, it should be either s or s. After the consonants, it is or The first person plural form is formed by adding us or is to its singular forms. The second and the third person plural forms are expressed by adding a plural suffix and the possessive forms ın, ınız, and to the nouns. Kazakh plural endings are explained in one of the previous videos. If you are not familiar with them, please check the description below. Apparently, those forms seem a bit confusing and hard to process. But if you look at them carefully, you observe they are very regular and they always follow two simple rules of vowel harmony and the consonant assimilation. So your job is to master those two rules. There are two examples to illustrate the usage of the possessive suffixes. Here I have a bala, child, and a baur, younger brother, which are ended in a vowel and a consonant respectively. I hope these two examples help you better understand the rules. The first person singular form, balam, my child, baurum, my brother. The second person singular informal form, balang, your child, baurung, your brother. The second person singular formal form, balangız, your child, baurungız, your brother. The third person singular forms, balası, his or her child, bauru, his or her brother. The first person plural forms, balamız, our child, baurumuz, our brother. The second person plural informal forms, balaların, your child, baurların, your brother. The second person plural formal forms, balalarınız, baurlarınız. The third person plural forms, balaları, their child, baurları, their brother. Please note that Kazakh doesn't have any grammatical gender distinction, so the third person singular forms are corresponds to English, his, her, and it is. There are some exercise. The variation of aki, father. Akim, aking, akiniz, akisi. Akimiz, akilerin, akileriniz, akileri. The variation of shishi, mother. Shishim, shishing, shishiniz, shishisi. Shishimiz, şişilerin, şişileriniz, şişileri. The variation of üy. Üyüm, üyün, üyünüz, üyü. Üyemiz, üylerin, üyleriniz, üyleri. The variation of kitap, book. Kitabım, kitabın, kitabınız, kitabı. Kitabımız, kitapların, kitaplarınız, kitapları. The variation of mısık, cat. Mısığım, mısığın, mısığınız, mısığı. Mısığımız, mısıkların, mısıklarınız, mısıkları. The variation of qarindas, younger sister. Qarindasım, qarindasın, qarindasınız, qarindası. Qarindasımız, qarindasların, qarindaslarınız, qarindasları. Regressive assimilation is a phenomenon that happens when the following sounds of a word or syllable influences the preceding one. In word endings with the voiceless consonants k, k, p, and a suffix or the ending being with the vowels, the voiceless consonants become their voiced counterparts, i.e. k becomes g, k becomes g, and the p becomes b. For example, kitap, book, kitabım, my book. Here the last consonants p change to b. Orunduk, chair, orundığım, my chair. Tüstük, lunch becomes tüstügüm, my lunch. Please note this regressive assimilation happens throughout all the suffix forms. It is not only limited to the possessive suffixes. Those are for today. Thank you for watching.